So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny.
Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
See here. Testing 1, 2. My mic sounds. You were supposed to finish that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Nice. Listen, welcome to another episode of the LaTangela Show podcast. Today in the hot seat and on the tan line, we have none other than the beautiful Flugence. Now, she is here on behalf of Red River Bank, but let me tell you, as the community mortgage lender, she never has a dull moment.
That's true.
And I have questions that need answers.
And I got them.
Okay, good. So I'm going to need you to come on over here to this microphone and let's get the business clear because, you know, everybody's always talking about, I really want to get into the lane of home ownership. I'm tired of renting. And then they have so many different things that's holding them up, thinking that they can't. When in all actuality, if they talk to the professionals
that, like me,
instead of going to their cousin them who really have no idea, Nuck and Bug and Riri and Sarah telling everybody everything, and then they're confused and even more upset.
Right, absolutely.
And so time flies, you know? So here it is. We're in the, what is this, May already?
Already almost May.
I can't.
I don't even know what happens this year.
This was the year I was supposed to fix my life, Tara. No lie. And now I'm seeing that we're halfway through it. I'm just going to say 2025 going to be my year.
That's it. You're just going to skip 2024.
I'm going to need to recoup 2024. So 2025 is going to be lit from here on out. So I'm putting all of the pieces in place right now and making sure I have my power team in place. So the community mortgage lender, Flugence, on behalf of Red River Bank. Tell me a little bit about your organization as a whole.
So the bank that I'm at, Red River, is a community bank. So we're only in Louisiana, which I think is great. I mean, Louisiana made, Louisiana raised. We're not going anywhere else. We're established it'll be 25 years next year, I believe.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I know that's exciting. I've come in a really exciting time.
Yeah.
But in Alexandria, a team of people got together and they were like, you know what? We just want to do something different with our bank. We want to do we're going to establish what's called the Red River Way. We're going to do things the right way. We're going to do things local. You're going to have a community-based field, and that's what we are. That's what we're all about.
You know, that's very important. It's like when you're banking with these other institutions and they don't have a face that knows you beyond a number. If you have a question, you're already intimidated because the lingo is completely different.
Exactly.
I don't understand what y'all talking about. You deal with these numbers and accounts and yada, yada, yada all day, every day. So even as I'm doing my best to build a profile and make it make sense, if I'm dealing with a realtor, if I'm dealing with myself, because I am the problem, I am the drama, you know, and I need somebody that can consult.
Right.
It's good to know that I can walk into a bank where those are my friends and they're going to walk me through with my best interest in mind because they know that life happens.
Yes. Absolutely.
So even if they have a family account that's there, you know them, their kids, what the situation may be, and help us bounce back from those setbacks. But if we're looking to get on your calendar, at what point do we talk to you?
You want to talk to me when you know you're ready. Well, correction. Let's go back. You want to talk to me when you're thinking you might be ready. Not when you know, because a lot of people think that they know, but they're really not. A lot of people keep waiting like, oh, I'll be ready in 3 months. But that's precious time that we could have talked. We could have figured out what do you need to work on. So in those 3 months, you are actually working on your plan versus just thinking, oh, I'll try in 3 months.
Right.
So when you're like, you know what, I think I'm ready. I think I want to own a home. At that point, call me and then we'll talk. We can either go forward. You might be ready. We'll go forward with the process, or we can speak about where you're at, what we need to work on, things of that nature. But you at least feel like, okay, I'm armed with a plan now. I have a plan. I know where to go from here.
And that's important, you know, because as we blunder, it becomes a nightmare versus a dream because we let it sit there for so long.
Yes.
And so many obstacles come, we become discouraged. So if we're talking to you because we're trying to get this plan of action going, I'm tired of renting. I know rent is sky high, and as soon as they want to raise it, they can, they do. you.
They do.
So
Yeah.
it's not like it's a fixed amount and we're going to be good on this.
Right.
How do you help us find those funds to say, even while I'm paying this rent?
Yes.
To help us start scheduling it out to where we could save the money?
Yes.
Or what kind of money we need for that down payment?
So thankfully we work with local and state organizations that provide down payment assistance. So although yes, it's really good to know how to save money, rainy day funds, things of that nature, we can also partner you with programs that you may qualify for. If your credit score is where it needs to be, if your debt to income ratio is where it needs to be, we can kind of see what do you qualify for assistance. I think that's one thing that many people, they may not know, or if they do know, they don't have a lot of information on. It's the fact that there are so many different programs that's available. You just have to know where to go to get them, and not everybody offers them. Yeah. So that's a good thing. I mean, we're talking, it can be, 4% of your loan amount, which could go towards down payment, closing costs, yes, things of that nature. We have in-house plans that we have this one program that offers 100% financing. It's called the Red Loan, which is something that we offer strictly with Red River Bank. So there's so many different options that we can have. So we can talk about how to save money, but we can also talk about, because I mean, think about it. You could save $100 a month, but $100 a month to get you to your goal of $7,000 between down payment and closing costs, things of that nature. And that's just throwing out a number, right? How long would it take you to get there? Yeah. So, there's a lot of people who can't afford a home. They can't afford a home. They can't afford to put some money aside for a rainy day, but they just need help with that big, large chunk of down payment and closing costs.
And, when you start talking about down payment and closing costs, that is enough in itself to intimidate people.
Absolutely.
We don't know what that looks like. We don't know where we're going to get it from. Like you said, I can save for a rainy day. I might have something to put towards it, something on it. Right. But that big chunk got to fall out the sky. And I mean, it's only so much blood I can donate. Right. So listen. So what does that look like when the client comes in and, maybe they have the ball rolling, but now they're looking for closing costs?
Yeah. So basically what I would do is, and that, again, the beauty of speaking with somebody in your city, in your area, probably down the street from where you are, where you live, or where you work, right? You can sit down and just talk to somebody. Sometimes it's easier to talk, and it's not as intimidating when you're face-to-face versus on the phone. So we'll just go over, what's your income? How much do you have saved? And what's your price point, right? Let's, realistically look at what you can afford.
Well, you just said something big. You just said something big.
Realistically.
What? You got to sound that out. You know what I mean? Because, and for real, because Instagram, social media, it got the game all twisted. And there is no shame in knowing where your starting point is. Yeah. Because it very well could be a starter home and a situation to where it's a building factor for you. You're building your credit, you're building your profile, you're building the ability to stay on top of a mortgage. Right. Because we know what happens if you don't.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Sometimes just because you can pay rent doesn't necessarily mean you can pay mortgage, even at the same amount. Because think about it, with the rent, you don't have to fix the toilet yourself, right? But for a mortgage, it does. So that's why you want to go realistically with what can you really afford? Because most people who want to be homeowners can be homeowners, right? It's just about what's your income, what's your credit situation, and let's be realistic, right? That's and it's like responsible home ownership. And let's get you in this house. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be yours. And honestly, it's one goal achieved, right? Home ownership. But then that doesn't mean you stop. It doesn't mean you stop working on your credit. It doesn't mean you stop building your savings or you stop working on increasing your income. Because now you have something in your portfolio, right? You can move on eventually and get the bigger house, but now you have an investment property.
That's big. And when we start talking about investment properties, some people may say, I'm a homeowner, I got it, and I'm comfortable. But then you want to have something else that's going to give you that buffer. Right. So do you do any consultations with those who may want to do investments?
So I can. Right now, my passion and my baby is helping first-time homeowners and first-generation homeowners. However, if I do have an established homeowner who's like, look, I have this house, and I'm ready to buy my second one, I want to make this one investment. You can still come to me. We can go through that and talk about how that looks and how that, we can do that.
Right. We'll make it happen. Oh, yeah. And, Tara, I need to know because I got questions that need answers.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is it that you emphasize so much on first-time home buyers?
Really, because I think that with first-time home buyers, it helps the community. You're putting more stakes into the community. You're putting your imprint in the community. You're making the community stronger. Homeowners take pride in their properties, which means if you have more homeowners, you're taking pride in your property, which means it's going to reflect into your neighborhood, right? You drive down the street and you see these perfect, beautiful yards, and you see happy people because your pride. You know how much work it took you to sign on that dotted line, and to be able to say, "I did this. I bought this house."
Yeah,
you have pride in it. So that's really the emphasis. It really makes the community stronger for homeowners. It does.
It's so important when we start looking at things like the schools. There are no more local neighborhood schools the way that it was, and it wasn't that long ago when we were in school, but things have changed a lot.
Yeah, it's only like 2 years.
Yeah, 2, 3 maybe.
High school,
yeah, I'm with you. And on top of that, community churches, everything is looking so different. Your neighborhood grocery store.
Yeah,
it's like faces aren't as familiar. The pride, like you said, isn't on the block anymore because we don't own the block.
Right.
So the neighbors, they switch out so much. We don't know if we can ask for an egg or a cup of sugar. We don't know these people anymore.
That's true.
And everybody's rotating every 3 to 5 months, 6 months. We don't know these people. So it makes it a lot harder for us to look out for these people because everybody's a stranger. Everybody. Yep. So for these first time homeowners, now this is your home. Exactly. And you look at it different. You're building your family. You're building your new routines.
Yeah.
And it's something different when you know it's yours.
Absolutely. It is. It's how you take care of it, how you show it off.
Yeah.
You want to, have your friends over to see your beautiful house. And then guess what? You're inspiring the next person. So depending on what your situation is, right? Maybe you had a rough road, maybe you didn't, whatever. But you could be inspiring your niece, your nephew, your sister, your brother, whoever, to be like, well, if you did it, I can do it. I want to buy my house.
Right.
That's what I'm going to do. And then it's just, why not have pride in your community where you live and the fact that you own something? That's your legacy you're creating, really.
Absolutely. It's important. And that's why I need to get the heavy hitters in the hot seat and on the tan line, because I don't want you to leave it to me. I don't know, but I know who to ask. Like, Tara, you busy? I know y'all around the corner. I know you got clients. Tell them, hold on for a second. Just tune in and they can get the information that way too.
Yeah.
And I want you to think of this as an extension of your office because so much changes and we have so many people that want the information. And I owe it to them to be able to leave it to the experts.
Yes.
And an accountability piece. We can't expect better if we don't offer better.
That's true. And something I told myself even is like, if I want more, I have to be willing to do more. Yeah. You can't just say, I want more, I want to do this and that, but where's the action? Right. Yeah. So it's really in all of us. Like really everybody who wants it, you can do it. Yeah. Whatever your path may be to get there, like your path might not be my path, but we can do it. Yeah. And you can, whoever really wants to be a homeowner, it might take work. It will. Some might take more work than others. Yeah. But we can do it. We can get you there.
Absolutely. Especially when you have professionals that are on your side. They're your team. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of these new homes on the block. Because not only do we run the block, we own the block. Yeah. Red River Bank. How do we contact you?
So you can just give me a call at my number. If I don't answer, feel free to leave a message because sometimes I am in and out. So leave a message. I will call you back, but 225-928-8215.
Absolutely. That's 225-928-8215. Tara Flugence, community mortgage lender over at Red River Bank. Locations here in Louisiana. All live, all local. If it ain't live, it ain't me. It's the remix. I know you got more work to do. So I'm going to let you chase the sun. You let the sun chase you, but get after it. I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.